What's up, everybody? It's your boy Squints here, and today I'm going to start my first ever Zero to Hero challenge. And in this challenge, I will be taking a random class and spec that I have never played in Mythic Plus before and be taking it from 0 to 2500 rating. And if everything's going well, I will continue on and unlock all the portals this season. Now, I am starting this challenge a little late. It is already week 6 of the Dragonflight Season 3, but I don't think that's going to stop me much. As long as I get a DPS class, I should be good to go. I'm just really praying that I don't land on a tank or a healer because I've never played either of those roles in Mythic Plus before. So hopefully that's not what I land on here for my first challenge. And honestly, I think the odds are in my favor. So without further ado, let's spin the wheel. Oh, what the Alright, it looks like I landed on Holy Pally, so this is gonna be interesting. Let's see if after 1 week of this, just actually have some sort of understanding on how to heal in Mythic Plus and how to heal as a Holy Pally. Luckily, this character I did some gearing on, so we started at 300 item level. Obviously, that's not enough to start Mythic Plus this season whatsoever, so yeah, we headed into the Emerald Dream. I did all the story quests to get all the questing gear from there. We did the Super Bloom, got a nice shield. That was pretty PUG. We did the world boss, and for some reason this character literally had the best world boss I have ever had this expansion. He literally got a belt and the transmog helm that I've been wanting for my shaman. Wow. So step 1, I needed to PUG into a key to get my own key. I've hit 400 item level, so I was like, screw it, let's just dive into this. So I luckily got in this Dark Heart Thicket group, and they were super kind and were offering to buy my gear so I could get to 424, but I declined that offer. So yeah, Dark Heart Thicket, this went well for a +2. It got timed. That was the main thing here. Everything went to shit as soon as I saw this person heading for this.
Not that whole.
So yeah, that caused mass chaos, bunch of ads, and yeah, everybody, we died a lot. And then the ads decided to teleport right back to the spawn, and here we are. And yeah, it was just a little chaotic, to be quite frank. That was probably the worst part of this whole dungeon. And then I totally forgot that there's the bleed that the cats do, and you gotta heal them over 90%, because usually I'm not paying attention to that, and I killed the warlock. So from there, I ended up taking my key that I got, which was the level 2 fall, and I pugged my own group. And while doing this +2 fall key, I feel like such a potato, but I did it, guys. I cleansed the mechanic on the second boss. I just wasn't where I needed to be, and
Idiot.
I'm the healer, I gotta cleanse, and I totally forgot about that. It matters where you stand. But hey, we killed the boss and we moved on, and later on when I did another fall, I didn't make the same mistake. And we did the level 2 fall, and we 3-chested it, and we ended up with a BRH 5. I went on and I ended up 3-chesting that too, and at this point I was like, maybe I'm a healing god. And then I just realized that these are probably just easy enough where my healing is not going to be that impactful to the outcome of the dungeon, because everyone's just doing a lot of damage. So yeah, I ended up pugging that key all the way up to a level 10 BRH, where I decided I should probably stop because there was little rough patches here and there, and I still don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just spamming Holy Shock on everybody, spending Holy Power willy-nilly, and my gear is definitely not good enough. I didn't feel ready to hop into any double-digit Mythic Plus just yet. So I ran LFR. The Qs were fast as a healer. That's nice. Not used to that, so that was pretty sweet. I got no tier out of it, but I did get a helm, a weapon, a back, and most importantly and notably, I have finally gotten the freaking Hearthstone, because that's all I've really been wanting besides the mount skin out of this freaking raid. So I'm a little pumped about that. After completing LFR, we went and we did the BRH 10, and that Black Rook hold, we timed it. We did it. We +3'd it, which felt pretty good. I felt like my healing was good, but again, I still felt like my group and my pugging ability, I was getting kind of lucky, honestly. It just felt like RNG has been on my side, and I've been getting decent pugs, and I've been getting some loot, so that's been pretty sweet. From there, though, I decided, hey, I got the Everbloom 13, baby. Like, let's do it. Let's get this done. And man, I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to do an EB13. So I took that EB13 as a full-hearted challenge. I was pumped and I was ready. So I pugged my group, I found a rogue, and I just found a bunch of warriors. And I was like, this is gonna be sick. Who the hell is gonna help me with Afflicted this week? Nobody. So as any tank should do, they should ask their healer, how are we gonna deal with Afflicted? And your brand new Holy Paladin healer, who is also a pug, to you is probably going to say with the utmost confidence, I got this. The first pull was extremely stressful and did not go very well because my brain couldn't comprehend not using the cleanse to cleanse the poison, but also needing the cleanse for the affix and then trying to time that right in this weird time warpy call chromey Morse dorm mood shit. I don't know, man. It was hard. But once my brain figured that out, it went a little bit better. This dungeon was significantly harder. It really kicked in after the second boss. I thought the second boss was going to be harder, but the second boss went fairly well. I mean, in typical pug fashion, and being an all melee group, everyone kind of didn't drop the puddles where you should be dropping the puddles on the second boss, but hey, we killed that boss, so I was feeling pretty confident. But then my gear and lack of skill in healing showed heading up towards the third boss, where I was one-shotted by a pyroblast. I was getting annihilated by every ability, and we just luckily by the skin of our teeth made it through all those ads and killed that boss. Luckily nobody left. We did just, we timed it. We got it done. I was surprised that we timed it, but I was feeling not very confident as a healer. Doing a 13, that did not feel like it went very well. So after that, I decided I was going to drop my key level. So I went into a level 11 fall. That went much better. Ended up timing that, but decided to drop it down. I was like, okay, the 11 felt good, so let's do a little in the middle. 11 was good, 13 was hard. This is a rise. I'm going to cry, but we'll do a 12. And the 12 went well. The 12 went very well. Ended up getting a pug tank who was carrying his friend, so that was nice. And then, just because some other good people around it, and we timed that no problem. And then, post that, people were sticking around, and I was just like, hey, this is a pug group, so, you guys want to do the 14-way crest? And people were down. You know what? I'm just going to say it. The corridor where the freaking second boss is sucks. I don't like that corridor. I don't like it as a DPS. I don't like it, especially as a healer with the dogs and all the thorns and all the wicker bullshit. Like, who likes wicker that much? A, Blizzard, chill. And then C, that whole area just sucks. I don't like that area. You heard it here first. Let me know in the comments below if you also think that area sucks, because that second boss also sucks. No one likes him. His roots hurt, and thankfully it was fortified, because I'm not looking forward to even attempting this boss on Tyrannical next week, because it's gonna be hard, and I'm still figuring out healing. So I don't know. Hopefully, maybe by then I'm a little better at it, so it's not that hard. But yeah, we killed that boss. We timed it. We did this weird pull where we somehow also pulled the third boss, and we all wiped. So that's where most of the deaths came from. Okay, but we ended up timing this key. But then I went and I looked, and I was like, all right, there's two things I gotta do here. One, I need to do an AD before this week is over. I just don't even have an AD at all, so I need that for raiding. Ended up pugging my way into a level 9 AD. And before I did this one, I said, hey, Squins, take a moment. You should just do a little bit of reading on Wowhead about what buttons you should probably be hitting. So I did that. Healing finally clicked. Just a little bit, at least. I felt a lot better. I think this was probably my best dungeon so far. We had a crazy second boss. I mean, so I should have just took initiative and just said, like, hey, you're attacking this totem. Hey, you're attacking that one. You attacking this one. But I don't even know what they did. It felt like everybody just kind of ran around. They were trying to get them all to 20 and then try and DPS them all down at once. And I was just like, oh my God. Eventually we got through the totems and we got the boss down and we continued on. And it was pretty easy breezy from there. And we ended up timing the key, which felt good, man. Feels good, boy. And then before the week was over, I was just looking and I was like, all I got is that +2 Dark Heart Thicket. And that is a terribly low key. And I should just try and pug into a Dark Heart Thicket. Let's do this +11 with no death. This was when I was feeling like I was on the peak of the mountain as Holy Pallies. I was embracing the light. Let it shine down on my face. I was ready. and I felt good. I felt like, damn, that was where I am ending it for the week. I did it. So we ended the week at 1234. Not too bad. Honestly, already kind of halfway to the 2500 challenge, so I'm feeling pretty confident that I'm going to go from 0 to hero pretty quick, and that we are going to have to aim on completing all the portals for this season as the ultimate cherry on top of this I ain't never played this spec before in Mythic Plus 0 to hero challenge. Next week is going to be exciting, though, because it's going to be tyrannical, and I understand that's going to probably be more difficult and offer some new challenges for me to learn, but hey, I'm here to take on the challenge head on, and you know what? I got a fully stacked vault. We hit 448 item level, so going up 148 in just 1 week felt really damn good. And have I learned much about healing? Yes, I have, and it's been nice doing it, honestly. I've been improving. I feel like I'm getting a little bit better. I'm getting a better grasp, and I mean, honestly, I have 3 things that I feel like I've truthfully learned this week. And one is, as a Holy Paladin, I have very powerful and short cooldowns that I need to utilize. And there are so many that I'm still not even hitting, and I'm just focusing on using a few of them. And I'm sure you've caught on to them throughout the course of this video, but Divine Toll is a lot of fun, IMO. That's my favorite button to hit. Another thing I learned is Holy Prism. If you're trying to AoE heal, it should be casted on the enemy, not on a friendly target. That was big thing to learn this week. And then also, Light of the Dawn is not good in Mythic Plus because I'm just never gonna hit all 5 of them or 4 of them. They're just never gonna be near each other, except maybe that one group in EB. That was probably the one time that Light of Dawn was actually useful. And then here's some things I learned about to help you guys to pug well. 3 things that I learned to help you pug better. Be aware of the affixes. Don't be like me and know what the affixes are, and what classes can help you out, because Everbloom could have been a lot easier, and there was definitely other groups that I ran with where another person to help me with Afflicted would have been very nice. Teach. Honestly, most people aren't very knowledgeable about what's going on with mechanics or skips, so take the few moments to send a couple messages before the dungeon or during the dungeon to just teach somebody, help them out. Honestly, they're going to be super grateful. And support. Honestly, if you know the dungeon very well and you're doing these low-level keys and you're pugging and you know that there's going to be a mechanic that needs to be interrupted that's going to kill you, or someone's going to need to be healed a bunch and you can't kind of help and off-heal, like, just do it. If you're hitting those interrupts and you're taking charge and hitting the correct CCs, you can honestly save your group a ton. And that's it. I hope you found this fun and entertaining, because I'll be back next week with another update for you guys and showing you what I got in my vault, which is fully stacked and loaded. And if you play Holy Paladin and you've been watching this god tier gameplay that you probably think is D tier and I'm hitting all the wrong buttons and stuff, let me know in the comments below. And if you have any useful tips or support as a new fellow healer, I would love to know them. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and like this video as well. And I'll see you guys next time.